I have like different expectations for myself, or I like, as I act more, I like how to do it better, and so my expectations for myself rise.
Yeah, I feel like, acting is a bit like kind of like playing the drums. Like it's kind of hard to do it on your own. And I do feel like the more practice you get at it, the better you become. That sounds like an obvious thing, but unfortunately, it's not. Acting as a profession is not really thought of that way, because you don't necessarily have to have a degree. You don't necessarily have to have specific training. A lot of times, the most famous people that you see in the profession of acting are not really good at it. Just by virtue of them being very attractive, whatever. It's just the nature of the profession. A, it's okay to worry about doing a good job. That doesn't mean you're not going to do a good job. It probably means you're going to do a better job. And B, that there's no point that you reach that you can become complacent. And I think that it transcends industry and talent and achievement. That's, I think, like the life lesson that I took from it.
I guess I wanted to write jokes when I was young. I liked stand-up comedy, but it makes me nervous to think of myself doing it, so I never pursued it. And I always just wanted to be in funny things, but the problem is when you're trained as an actor, you're asked, even if something's funny, you're supposed to kind of play the reality of it. That, at least in my case, anxieties or obsessions or whatever it is, or things that seem really inefficient can lead to really wonderful things, because they might have some purpose in your life that you haven't figured out yet. But it seems to me movies are like the best propaganda you can create. And so if you make a movie about a real person, even a person who was the president of the United States like Nixon, or the founder and CEO of the biggest company in the world, the movie in some way will have more of an influence on the public consciousness about that person and their traits than the real person. The person who's making the thing can like it more than anybody. I thought that's the best thing. He's clearly making something that he likes more than anybody, and to me that should be the guiding principle of all creation. The person should like the thing more than anybody else.
The truth is, I don't watch the movies I've been in. I don't read reviews of things I've done. I don't read internet comments about my acting. I'm not interested in that stuff. It's not that I avoid it. I'm just genuinely not interested in it. I think film criticism is wonderful. I think it's great that people on Twitter can write about, I don't like this actor being in that, but it's not written for me. It's written for other people to read and to decide if they want to see me in it. So it's just not interesting to me. And since I avoid all that stuff, I'm able to kind of focus on my work.
Because if there's one thing I've learned from my struggling, it's that the best revenge is a life well lived.